The other night, I was at Live Casino in the poker room, and I fucked them up. I won like maybe 400 or 500, which was good. And I was like, man, they ain't getting this money back. So I said, man, I'm going home and put this money up because I still wasn't tired. I had just woken up. So I put the money up and I left out the house with $52. I said, I'm going to go down to Rivers and just walk around and play some slots. So I went and got all $5 bills. On the first $5 bills, I made $47. I was like, cool. On the second one, I made $18. So on the third one, so I'm walking around going from machine to machine. I sit at this machine and I walk past these two ladies. They look at me, I look at them, but I don't say nothing. They don't say nothing to me. So I sit down and this machine went crazy on the bonus round. I was like, shit, I'm on a roll today. So when the smoke cleared, it gave me $128. So you got to think, I only came in there with $52 and I had the other vouchers. So I'm close to 200. But the one girl was just looking and looking, but she was looking at me, looking in the phone. I was like, they dead broke. They ain't got no money. So when I walked past them, I had the vouchers and money in my hand. I said, y'all ain't having no luck? And the one girl was like, no, I ain't having no luck. I can't do nothing. And the other girl ain't say nothing. So I said, well, here's a lucky $5 bill for you. Maybe you can put it on the moon. Because I said, every $5 I put in, I've been winning something with it. She was like, yeah, oh, good looking out. So the girl she was with, I was like, here go $5 for you. And you know what this fucking Kango wig wearing bitch gonna say to me? Oh, what I'm gonna do with $5? If it ain't at least 100, I don't want it. And I looked at her and I looked at her girlfriend. I said, you right. I said, well, here, the other $5, here you go, sweetheart. I gave it to the girl that was appreciative, that was watching me play. So I walked away and I was thinking to myself, man, we gone, man. That's why you can't really say nothing to these bitches. But I was having such a good day in the realm of gambling. Sometimes you want to look out for a motherfucker because you know how the game go. So I'm walking around the casino and then finally I sit at the machine and the girl I gave the $10 to, she come past and she said, you would never believe what happened. I said, what? She said, I went and played. She said, off the first $5, I made $22. And then I put a $5 bill in the lightning machine. And she said, I hit the fucking major. I said, damn, for like $780 something. I said, get the fuck out of here. She said, yeah. So she gave me $100 bill. I said, no, I'm good. She said, no, fuck that. She said, you put me back in the game. And she said, when that major came down and everything lined up, I couldn't believe it. I said, damn, well, you can go give your girlfriend something. She said, I ain't giving that bitch nothing. She don't even know I hit. She said, matter of fact, she said, you want something from over there at the Dunkin' Donuts, baby? Here's the 100. I'm going to treat you to something. I was like, no, I'm cool. She said, you sure, baby? I really appreciate that. And she said, I ain't appreciate my girlfriend treating you like that. I said, she ain't treat me no bad way. She treated herself like that. I said, because one thing that you got to understand about opportunity, you got to be prepared to receive opportunity when opportunity knocks. I said, shit, I seen y'all sitting there. I said, but I just was doing that because from a gambling standpoint, I know all a nigga need is a little jump start. She said, you ain't fucking lying. She said, I need this money. She said, I'm going to go get her because I'm driving. She said, I'm going to go get her and I'm taking her the fuck home. I said, you ain't going to give her nothing? She said, I ain't going to give her a fucking dime because I don't like the way the fuck she treated you, because her treating you like that was a reflection of me because you didn't have to do it. I said, you right, sis. True story. And you know, what people don't understand about life, homie, opportunity is what you make it. We all in the struggle one way or another. And the interaction between people, that's the gift of life. To be able to communicate and look out for each other. That's what the Jews do. That's what the Italians do, the Asians. I'm in there with them. The niggas be in the casino with no money, with the least amount of money, because we don't stick together. That little fucking money I gave her wasn't going to change the course of my life. She put that shit on damn near $1,000. And look, for that $10, I got back 100. But I'm saying all that to say that everything starts in between your ears. How you feel about yourself and how you treat others. You don't know who the fuck you talking to sometimes. Sometimes people can come into your life to change the course of your life for the better of your life. But if you're not willing to receive it, if you got a fucking attitude, if you think that whatever you want on demand is going to be on demand, you sadly fucking mistaken. And that's why a lot of these bitches are in the position they in. When I do these videos and I be cussing these bitches out, it be a reason to what I be saying. That's why so many niggas can gravitate to what I'm saying. I'm like, I ain't have to do that shit. It was 2, 3 in the morning, but I know how the game go. I know the other night, and it's crazy because Mother's Day weekend, we went down Atlantic City and they was fucking ripping babies' panties off. And I was down there playing, going back and forth, and I hit one of my little favorite machines for $130. And baby had went upstairs. She was like, I ain't gonna lose another coin. This Mother's Day weekend, you gave me a couple dollars. I'm not losing that money. So I called her. I was like, baby, you ain't getting to bed yet, did you? She was like, I was getting ready to. I said, well, come on down. I just hit a little something. I got a little $60 for you. She came down. She came right back down and put that 60 on 600 and got her money back. You see what I'm saying? But that's how the game go. See, I'm in them casinos all day, every day. Them motherfucking Asians, them white boys, even the fucking Dominicans know the importance of sticking together. Group economics. We the only fucking ones, for whatever reason, that don't want to do what we supposed to do for each other, let alone yourself. You know what? With that said, y'all stay on point and watch your back.